What's going on, everybody? Xbox 720 84 here. So today we're talking about Project Justice. This is the NTSC version, and we reviewed the Japanese version here somewhat recently. And for this review, we are going to just play some different characters, different teams that we didn't play the first time. My memory might be a little bit shoddy, but we'll do our best. I do not believe that this version has the little board game. It doesn't. The Japanese version does, and it was kind of cool looking for what it was worth. And yeah, this is Project Justice. It's already been talked about and everything like that, but we must talk about the NTSC games in order. So that's why we were kind of talking about games here and there and whatever. Kind of, I don't know, I was talking about Power Stone NTSC versions, but I haven't done the Japanese versions yet. And, yeah, it's like there's a part of me that's like, oh man, we've already talked about this, but there's another part of me that's like, we must go on. We must do this, because I feel so good after I get this stuff talked about. Sometimes I honestly just don't want to do this stuff, but then I make myself do it, and then I'm happy, because I watched this MGTOW video from, I think it was Human, and he was talking about how happiness is the byproduct of just, it's the results of hard work, basically, or just staying busy. Staying busy is just like kind of an ingredient of staying happy. There's other things, being grateful and stuff, and counting your blessings and stuff. We could all do that more, I think. But yeah, this is Project Justice. I'm not really sure what to tell you. It's just a cool fighter, it's just really cool looking. It's kind of a travesty that people don't talk about it more, or it's not more well known, and it hasn't been ported on recent systems. I guarantee if this was put on the PS4, Xbox One, or PC or whatever, there would be more people talking about it. There'd be more of a fan base, I suppose. But alas, we don't live in that world. We live in a world where Capcom just doubles down on stupid. You gotta hate Capcom. You gotta hate them. But do you love to hate them? No. You just want Capcom to do better. I want everybody to do better. I was like watching Trailer Park Boys, and I'm tired of that show. I just want the guys to just do better. Stop messing up all the time. Just live and learn and strive for higher realms of consciousness. You know what I mean? But we're not talking about Trailer Park Boys. We're talking about Project Justice.
1年前、今和の兵が全国の高校を襲撃した事件は無事解決し、生徒たちは今では何事もなかったかのようにまた繰り返しの日常へと戻っていった。しかし今また学園に戦慄が走ろうとしている。学園に何が起こったのか。
Right on, we are here for round 2. This is our second time reviewing this. I've already said this. Yeah, the American version is more playable, obviously, and plus you can, enjoy the benefits of understanding the story and whatnot by reading the story mode. So there's arcade mode versus, which we don't have a second controller plugged in, of course. Training, League Battle. Let's see. Play a round robin tournament. Okay. Tournament battle. pretty much King of the Hill type stuff. We're just gonna do arcade. We're just showing off the game anyway. Story, yes. I'm not sure if I'm like completely in the frame or whatever. Not really happy with how it's lined up, but you know, we deal. That's what we do. We deal. Who did we not play as last time? Okay, yeah. I didn't even see that we were timed. I thought that it was just letting me take my time. I've never played the first game on the PlayStation 1, so a lot of this is lost to me. Okay, just a bunch of drama. Episode 1, it just makes me think of Plasma Sword. See, I already talked about Plasma Sword, Japanese and NTSC versions, so that's cool. I'm not going to track down a lot of these games for PAL because the prices are steep. Very steep. I guess I'll pick this chick. Turn it up just a little bit. We are button mashing, of course. Is that the Shenmue tree? I can't pull off moves with this chick. She's just one of those characters where you have to be very deliberate about your movesets. Yeah, I wasn't really hitting the directional pad with buttons, I just had to just push buttons. I'm just thinking about how I like her style and how that's kind of an empty thing. Like, to admire a female is really kind of an empty thing. And I say that admiring females is kind of an empty thing because I saw this one video, I think it was Liberation Y, and he said, oh, they know. And what he meant by that is that women know that females get benefits. They intrinsically know this because he was at a stop sign and he looked over and saw a girl with eyelashes on her headlights on her car. And as men, we don't really feel like we need to advertise that we're men. I mean, like, there are things that we kind of like that are masculine, and we might put stuff on our cars or whatever. But women, they're always making it a point to wear pink and all this and all that because, if they get stopped by a cop, the cop's going to give them a warning and maybe not get a ticket. But if it's a man, yeah, sure, you're going to get a ticket for real. Society doesn't give us any kind of, graces, I'm going to soft reset just so I can show different teams. That Akira person, I couldn't play good as her, but just everything about women is manipulative and fake, and I have no idea why. I don't know if it's just in their nature or not, but they totally take advantage of the fact that they're women. And that they prefer being women, and there's nothing, like, I don't know, even the most ugly women, they still advertise that they're women. And I guess as men, we're just filled with more shame and guilt, and, it's been tamped into us like that. So, I hate that. And that's part of the reason why there's... we live shorter lives and stuff. It's really not fair. I'm I'm not 100% if I played as these folks. I do remember the bubblegum chewing guy. I think I picked my teams individually. Like I might have done just arcade mode in that Japanese review. But I saw a video from Quartz Crystal, and I haven't finished it. But yeah, she's kind of strange. I've seen videos that go against her. She's part of that spirituality movement thing, and it's if you look straight into her face, like there's this weird. I don't know. I think it's kind of a stretch to say that there's something off spiritually about somebody just because they might look a certain way or whatever. But yeah, Quartz Crystal was talking about MGTOW in her most recent video, and she was saying that MGTOW is a good thing, but the decisions that you make in your life are your choices. And a lot of us are MGTOW because we've been burned out by women, you know, with our past experiences. But looking back on my life, I made the choice to be with these girls. I say girls, not women, because they they don't deserve that title. But yeah, I mean, you can tell that I have very negative feelings about just certain people, not just women. You know, I mean, I got coworkers that suck that are guys. You know, they're just lazy, right? But I'm trying to let go of a lot of that resentment and try to forgive just for my own sake, right? And even if I don't feel like it, I just tell myself I forgive them because I'm trying to let go of stuff and feel better for my own sake. I don't think I was this scientist-looking chick. But, yeah, I mean, Quartz Crystal's right. We make these choices as we go along, and all of our choices have consequences, and we need to think about the consequences before. I mean, not all of us have, like, forethought like that. Like, we always hope for the best, but I guess we need to do a cost-benefit analysis before we even get into things, you know, before we entertain the idea of things, because we know what we're getting into and how things could potentially go bad. And all right, this team's doing pretty good, I guess, holding off against this Columbine shooter guy, hiding knives in his poof pants, his Jinko jeans, like we've said before. He's got the Slim Jim hair. Snap into a Slim Jim, then sip on some Tang. Am I right? I'm wrong. I had this coworker say something funny today. He was like, my spirit animal is Ratatouille. Yeah, like, I used to watch a lot of sick animation stuff, and I don't know if there's anything new from that guy, but he does all these songs, and there was this one song he did. It's like, I'm so Ratatouille, Ratatouille. I'm so Ratatouille. Give me a spoon, and I'll show you what a rat can do. And it's just hilarious. He also did a song called Piss Jug. All my homies in the club, we just tearing it up. I got a piss jug. It's horrible, but that's my sense of humor. I got a lot of that gross sense of humor from the 90s that rubbed off on me. So I laugh at trauma films. Yeah, you can zoom the camera and look at the crevices and the caked on makeup of that chick. Let's do another soft reset. I just kind of want to show off gameplay. This is a good game. This is a really good game. But yeah, pertaining to what Quartz Crystal was saying and stuff, basically the gist of that is that, hey, you know what? She's right about the fact that, yeah, a lot of us are MGTOW because we got burnt by women. That's true. And I guess we're just bitter about just the way things are and the way things are with females and just how we got thrown under the bus. But how are we supposed to know? I always wanted to be in relationships. I've always wanted a long-term relationship. I'm just a long-term relationship guy, but yeah, I wanted to be in a relationship at the time. And yeah, I chased that. And yeah, things happen, I guess, for a reason, but hey, I got lucky and I'm a MGTOW, but I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud about it. I think I was them before. Who to be? I guess I'll be this person. I think I played them the first go around, but I mean, you get the idea. This is a cool game. You get to kind of tag and do little specials with your classmates or whatever. I think they're from opposing schools, aren't they? doesn't matter, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, we are in control, and I guess because we got burned with past relationships, that we know better now. And MGTOW's a great place to go to because it's a good little support system. I mean, you might not be able to connect with your fellow brothers, but you are more than likely able to find content that jives with you and stuff that you can resonate with and identify with. And that's what I did, you know, after my relationship. I still do it, but I guess not as much. I've been staying busy, and there are phases where you are in that angry, bitter, red pill rage stage, and then you get into your acceptance phase, and I am so glad that I am past that red pill rage stage because my blood pressure is better for it. I'm going to be Shoma just because I like the baseball bat that he's got, and that volleyball chick I've been crushing on. We're just fighting against one guy, 3 against 1, so. Yeah, volleyball chick. That guy's got gray hair, man. Got some of that Bride of Frankenstein hair. If I could just crack that baseball bat one time. Oh, there we go. Something happened. No, that didn't look right there for a minute, but sometimes fighting games are weird. Like, I think it was like Dead or Alive. One time I was playing Dead or Alive, and it was like a character, like a female character, just like sat on another female character's face, and it didn't look right, but you know, for that type of game, it's like forgivable. Because we all know that the sex appeal is what makes... See, that's what I was wanting to do the whole time. Sex appeal is what sells those Dead or Alive games, I guarantee it. Okay, I'm going to be volleyball chick just because I think she's cute, okay? Yep. I think she's the cutest one out of all of them, I think. I don't know. There's some other cool looking ones, but, you know, personal preference, whatever. Good old train stage, yeah. I like the backgrounds and stuff, and the fact that the backgrounds are 3D, pretty cool. It's just a good looking game. I wonder if you can change their costumes and whatnot. Here we go. Got soccer guy coming in to help. That's what's up. Just like those legs being exposed, you know? Trying to look at that butt. Oh man, I was playing Duke Nukem Forever, and I was totally about to rage quit. And when I feel myself getting angry and wanting to throw the controller, which I never do, I always keep myself from doing that, something like that. But I got frustrated from being stuck in the game, essentially, just you know, a hard part, you know, and that's when I put the controller down, play a different game, do something else, then come back to it later. And yeah, I was doing better this go around. I'm very frustrated with it, but I just remember getting way farther in that game, and I forgot what my main point is, but thinking about just playing Dead Space, because I got that on the 360, and I picked that up recently, because I got rid of a lot of my Xbox and Xbox 360 games, and now my collections, I'm growing it back. It's getting good again, and let me tell you what, man, I love me some Xbox original, Xbox 360. Oh, and well, in my other review, I'll mention some stuff, but yeah, this is Project Justice, everybody. It's great. Volleyball chick is cute. Where did volleyball chick go? Oh, yeah, I gotta stay as her. Natsu, that's my girl. That's my woman, because I'm assuming that she has good qualities, but no woman does, right? Let's be real. No female does. Sounds so. I don't know. It's like I'm not gonna live in some fairy tale world and just make pretend that women are what they aren't. You know what I mean? Because it's all just acting. It's like, Shakespeare said that the world's a stage, right? Well, to women, it totally is, and they totally embrace it. See, there's this level of deception when it comes to manipulating people, and they don't seem to have a problem with it. It's because they're physically weak, and they're like, well, I can't get away with this, but I can get away with this. And with men, we're just like, well, you know what? I value truth and stuff because we're just more virtuous, but there's a bell curve where there's just a bunch of crappy guys, but there's a lot of awesome guys. But the percentage of awesome guys outweighs the percentage of awesome women. And like, some people think that there's 10% of women that are good, but those 10% of women have already been snatched up. So the likelihood of you finding a good Nawalt is pretty slim, But yeah, what do I give this game? I give this game, we didn't play as Soccer Guy yet, we did the last review, but I give this game a 10 out of 10 simply because it's so unique and awesome, and we gave the other one a 10 out of 10. Both versions are good because this game you can read the whole story, so you can get into this game more. And with the Japanese version, you got that little board game thing that's just a weird novelty that's cool to show off to your friends. And yeah, man, I need to stop focusing on that chick. she's awesome. Where's the hot volleyball chicks in real life? Where do they? Looks like she was dry humping them or something. I don't know, but yeah, I give it a 10 out of 10. I recommend wholeheartedly. It's a good fighting game. The Dreamcast has a ton of good fighting games. We all know this. And yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. Hey, there was an advertisement for Power Stone 2 in that background. I don't know if you noticed that, but it's good times, man. Good stuff. All right, yeah. Let's see what happens if we just let it go. She's shaming him. Like, be a real man. And he's like, there's no such thing as a real man, just workhorse slave providers. That's all it is. Game over. Yep. Principal guy, he's just super serious. It's like some weird first-person view. Very interesting. Can't really control the camera, but yeah. Now it's demo mode. Okay, cool. Yeah, thanks again for watching.